It's Monday. Time for another Clash, episode 206. Straight of your best fan interactive wrestling podcast out. I am Conrad Cushman, representing Everything Pro Wrestling. Next to me in the blue is my guy Sean, HW Weekly. And when we put our powers together, we become Clash of the Podcast. And we talk all the latest and greatest in the world of professional wrestling. We have a daunting task today. There's a lot to get into, a lot to say, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to sit here. I'm going to just wait for my cue.
Yep, I'm here. Conrad's here. Chat's here. There's nothing else left to say, but let's get this thing started. And Conrad, my brother from another mother, do me an extreme favor and drop that thing.
Oh man, always glorious to hear that song on a Monday,
sir.
isn't it? Always. Sean, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. Just grinding. Was able to get home from work, change, hit the gym, hit a shower, and make it just in time for the show. Really excited about that. The gym being a part of my routine now definitely cuts my time down a little bit, but I am excited to be continuing on the journey, especially when the journey of the day ends with a Clash of the Podcast on a Monday night.
Darn right. Right before Raw, always. Or usually.
Yeah, nobody cares about Raw.
We're going to be talking about Raw today, so we'll see.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. If the chat disagrees, does the chat care about Raw? I doubt it, but maybe they do.
I'd be interested to know who cares about what at this point, though. Truthfully, like what is your thing that's got you into WWE at this point? Very curious to hear what people think about that. Sean, I forgot to mention this, and it's my fault sometimes when you get into host mode, show mode, you forget things. I want to dedicate today's show to the Funk Brothers, but Dory Funk for sure. We lost a wrestling legend coming up. I spent all week, Sean, not researching the new stuff or doing anything like that. I watched a lot of Dory Funk matches because I never watched a lot of them. And I just was sitting back and I'm like, man, how did this guy work with Baba? And how did we get to this level of Dory Funk being like the traveling champion and showing up in WWF in the like 80s as Haas Funk? And why didn't they call him Dory Funk? And I'm pretty sure it's because he had Junior at the end of his name. But
exactly.
Any thoughts from you on Dory Funk?
I mean, look, at the end of the day, I saw a lot of his stuff, the tail end of his career. But I never saw him at his greatest. That's a little bit before my time, before your time. But, you know, obviously me being a student of the game, you being a student of the game, we have a vast knowledge of the industry. And because of that, we know how important this gentleman was. You know, did a lot of wonderful things in the world of professional wrestling across many different promotions, and he's another one of our legends that we're gonna miss. He's not the most famous Funk of all, in my opinion. I think that distinction would go to Terry, who's also we lost a couple of years ago, but. It's just another loss to the wrestling community, and it's a sad thing. And, we wish the best and pray the best for his family.
I will totally agree with that. And I think that he might have been the better working Funk brother. Excuse me.
Could be.
Very good.
You gotta be very careful when you say the name on the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was a little R I added in there. Funk.
Yes.
But yeah. Fantastic work. And if I could recommend one match, and I might say some taboo names here, but I want you to watch the match for the reactions. Go online, see if you can find the original version without the dub themes, because I want you to take it all in as real as it is. the Funk Brothers, I think they were in AJPW, if I'm not mistaken, taking on Bruiser Brody and Superfly Jimmy Snuka. And Stan Hansen comes out. And I want you to listen to how that crowd rises up. There's no music pop, Sean. You know how we're like, it's like the Royal Rumble, everything nowadays, where it's like, hit the music, and then, oh, that's so-and-so. Oh, that's how we act. Back then, they see Stan Hansen. These people go insane. Like, how did they get Stan Hansen to come over here? It was like the first time they had seen him, and it's the pop is weird. It's like, hey, oh, you just and it's like, oh man, I felt it when I was watching that. I was like, that's pro wrestling. That's how it's to be done.
Yeah, this moment is about Dory Funk, but I will make mention Stan the Lariat Henson was a phenomenal competitor, and he's known for some WCW work. Vader, Lex Luger, the WCW United States Championship, but his work was he made himself famous in Japan, and I mean, his work is,
fantastic.
I mean, it really was top tier.
Yeah. Your mans don't play is what I'll say when it comes to. You don't want someone who's legally blind giving you a clothesline in wrestling. Is all I'll say. Like taking heads up.
And to get some context to our younger viewers, to what Connor was talking about, the no music kind of surprise entrance. It's similar to when, somebody comes through the crowd in 2026. It's similar to like Seth Rollins, coming through the crowd with a mask. It's similar to Randy Orton running from backstage at SummerSlam to RKO Randy Orton. It's a crescendo is what the word is. It's a crescendo that begins to build when you are not hearing music, but you see somebody that looks somewhat familiar walking through the crowd, and then all of a sudden more and more people realize it, more and more people stand up, more and more people react, and then it becomes a moment.
Yes. Let's run through and give our shout outs real quick as we're getting into this. Clown
Queasy 130 4 Tweezy.
He said, afternoon, I've been to a few live GCW shows. You know what I did after the show? No one had to tell me, no one had to ask. I stacked chairs. It's what you do. You watch talent and other fans. I think this is referring to the AJ Styles Twitter beef, if you saw it. Do you want to weigh in a little bit on that while we're here?
Oh, that was a little petty for me.
I think it's nuanced, though. I see both people's sides. I see both people's sides, but maybe you'll agree with me on this one thing. I have one thing to say about it. Everything doesn't have to be a public beef on social media.
That's what I'm talking. That's why I don't want it to give it too much legs, because I feel like it's a petty interaction.
If someone ever did that to me, like, I don't know, Sean, we're from a different era.
Yeah.
I would expect a right hand coming my way if I hit post on something like that and then I embarrass someone, I mess with someone's money, or you know what I mean? Like,
as the kids would say, we would have to run a fade.
Yeah, or you might catch a receipt, as they say in pro wrestling. I don't know though, but I'm not on either side for this. Just do what you do. And Clown says doing it's a group effort to put on an indie show. You can help with whatever you can. Doesn't matter if you're a headliner or just a fan. You help out.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely the indie culture for sure. Vinny,
the only Vinny we like,
said happy Monday. God bless and Jesus loves y'all, chat.
Jesus loves you too, my brother.
Vinny, Matt Lopez in the house.
M. Leezy Fo Sheezy. Hi, good evening, everyone. Hope you had a good weekend, and let's kick the week off right with the two aces of our pro wrestling community. We appreciate that, my man.
No doubt. AEW and CMLL had some awesome shows last week, for sure. I heard people saying CMLL had the show of the week.
That they did.
Yes, and he said, congratulations to the new... Man, we're getting Noah talking. Where do you hear Noah anywhere else? You know, people? Shane Hayes drops the GHC Heavyweight Championship to Tetsuya Naito. I am shocked that was the decision that they made, but that's the decision that they made. So, Yep, star power all day. Quills.
Quilly.
He said, what up, Conrad, Sean, and chat? Your boy, Sir Quills, is back again to enjoy my two favorite bros, CJ and Hubs, for episode 206 of the Best Wrestling Podcast, out today, Clash of the By God Podcast. Hashtag EPW, hashtag HWW. He said, I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to be watching the WNBA game with Toronto Tempo and Atlanta Dream at 8 instead of Raw, because the WNBA is a better product and more watchable than WWE right now.
I wish I could disagree. Like, I mean, WNBA is more entertaining than WWE right now.
Yeah, thank you. And he said we're the only wrestling content he's watching, so I appreciate that.
Thank you, brother.
Vinny dropping a team sports lesson here. He said, I learned yesterday in flag it's okay to lose, but it's never okay to quit when things aren't going your way. The worst thing someone could do is quit on your team. Yeah, that's rough, man. I'm trying to teach some of the youngsters in my family that it gets rough sometimes, though, you know. T-Ferg, what's good, gentlemen? Hope everyone had a good weekend. We are getting closer to All in Wembley. Do you think it's time for a new location in a different country? I don't think they're going to go back to Wembley. You've seen depreciation 3 times now. Mm-hmm. I think they've milked the cow and they will be back, but the question is when.
Yeah, I wouldn't think 2027.
Yeah. I think you could bring it stateside. I think you could do baseball stadiums and stuff for it, though, for sure.
I mean, All In was great when it was in Texas. I want to say it was. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if we're talking international, any international spots you'd like to see, I'll say Canada just because I can possibly get there.
You can never go wrong with Skydome.
Yeah, Mexico would be great too. I'm trying to think any out of the box places for you, Sean. Japan,
I mean,
Tokyo Dome can't
go wrong. They don't call it Grand Slam for a city that's not known for tennis. Idiots. So freaking stupid. Grand Slam Des Moines.
They're big baseball fans, though, you know.
Oh, please. It's not about Grand Slam is a play on tennis.
Ray says, happy Monday, guys.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Monday, guys. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Appreciate you.
How are you going to make a big deal about it being Grand Slam at Arthur Ashe Stadium? That was the whole selling point. Grand Slam, Arthur Ashe Stadium, the United States Open. The United States Open at Arthur Ashe Stadium is a Grand Slam event. Now we're having Grand Slam AEW events in random cities. What are we doing? There is no tennis matches, Grand Slams in Mexico. What are we doing? I should have just not watched that show at a protest, but I watched it because I love AEW. But that's a bunch of crap. Let's get ourselves together. What are the 4 cities, kids? What are the 4 cities? London, New York, I forget the place, the town in Australia, and Australia.
I think it was where they were going to have the first Grand Slam. I think that's what changed it, Sean.
No, hold on. I got to remember because I got to make sure I got this. New York, Australia, London.
Mexico.
No, not Mexico. France. Paris, France.
Okay. Well, see. Actually, you know what? That would actually be a good place to go.
No, actually, all jokes aside, I know we're having a good time joking about this, but Paris actually would be a vibe for
that. Would be good. That would be a good place to go.
And it would step on somebody's toes as well.
No comment. Zut alors, as the French would say.
Nope.
Miracle. He said,
I'm searching for a miracle. Believe the impossible.
He said, what up to my favorite podcast tag team, Conrad Sean? As always, looking forward to discussing some pro wrestling with you in the chat. Thank you, good sir.
There you go.
Renegade James from Pro Wrestling Shoot. Make sure you guys check them out. I will put their stuff in the chat for you guys. He said, sup, fellas? When you need to pay your dues and don't set up a ring. James had all the jokes this morning. All the little funnies. He was having a good time. Yeah, that should have been settled offline. I agree, bro. XG Dub, what's good? Appreciate you. McKinney, once again, on a Monday, I'm here to let y'all know that success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. It's Clash of the Podcast with the Fire Live Chat and our hosts, CJ and Hubs. McKinney, we might have to get you just to do an intro for us, man.
Talk your talk, brother.
Appreciate you. So, soon, Monday Night Football, gentlemen. Also, what's with the 2002 new arena for the Bills? Brother, don't get me started. We talked about this stadium stuff with Buffalo all the time.
You got to educate me. Is there a delay with the?
No, it's done. People are complaining about like they can't see, blah blah blah. They've made it a lot less fun. People go to the games to tailgate. You would bring your TV. Some people just sit in the parking lot and watch the games and just chill with fans and drink.
So, I mean, you're the Buffalo native. Are you saying there's no more tailgating?
Some people are trying to say that they're going to tell people like they got to leave now. Wow. It's how the NFL wanted it. Like that's why they didn't want to build that stadium.
I mean, if that's the complaint, then that is kind of messed up.
Yeah, and people are saying they can't see. You know how it is. This is an obstructed view. You didn't show me that when you showed me the new stadium. Blah blah blah. It'll be fine. Give it a couple weeks, kids. Guy Will Gamble said, Europe was good, everybody. Keep it funky today, peeps. Appreciate you.
Guy Will Gamble. Yo, I love our chat, by the way. I love our chat.
I know they're going in. I'm trying to get to everybody. Soon I may have to start skipping, though. The only program I watch live is NXT. McKinney, whoa. It's the best produced show. Other than that, I'll catch Raw and SmackDown highlights without all the commercials.
Thank you, bro.
I ain't mad at that. I didn't get to watch it until Saturday morning, but Grand Slam Dynamite was fantastic. One of the best Dynamite shows. They've had 2 all-time Dynamite shows this year with Beach Break and Grand Slam. They were 2 fantastic ones.
Ray Thompson with that beautiful family.
No doubt. The Funks are in the Fire Pro Wrestling Returns on Sony PlayStation 2. Thank you, Daniel. Absolutely. MJB in the place to be.
In this dancery. Don't need no holleration. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Dory Funk was the wrestlers, and Terry Funk was the overall entertainer. Terry could talk his way into heat. He could. We do Terry Funk quotes all the time in this house. Why? I don't know. And then I'll drop one for the Briscoes too. Terry Funk ain't need no mouthpiece. I love it. Rob, what's up? Once again, I don't know if it's the lighting or angles, but both of you are looking kind of svelte here, fellas. If you're working at it, keep it up. Yeah, I've been trying to chill out.
I mean, the gut is still. I got to get the gut down, but I have been lifting, and I have been mostly. See, Conrad lifts. I do mostly cardio.
Bro, I have not been lifting lately, though.
Really?
I've been horrible. Yes, I can't I don't have enough time to get to the gym. At this point, Sean, I'm starting to think maybe I should get like weights for home and then just do the stuff from home because it'll be easier for me. It'll save me like 20 minutes of time. That's how like minuscule my time is. Like I'm like,
I just made another investment in my health. I via Amazon. I just ordered a treadmill.
I want to get a walking pad. That's what I keep thinking about. Like if I could get one and put it somewhere, but I don't know how much space they take up, and I don't have a lot of space. So,
well, the one I got, I'll show you a picture when it comes tomorrow. The one I got is pretty cool because it can fold up and go behind the bed or in the closet.
Yeah, I'll definitely send me that. Alexa Bliss Gamer was good. I appreciate you. We're gonna talk about that trio. BJ, hey, sorry for being out this week and last week. BJ, you don't have to apologize, sir. Hope you all are having a great week. I'll catch up with you next week, but we'll leave comments when I get to watch later. BJ,
everybody likes a BJ. That's his Twitter name. Relax.
Everyone loves a BJ. Is that Twitter
name? I messed up. Okay.
And loving a BJ is not wrong,
bro.
All right,
bro.
And I'm talking about BJ in our chat.
You're doing a lot right now, bro. You're doing you're kind of taking it even further than I. What's up with you? You must have had a real good day today. You sound spicy today.
I didn't have a BJ day, but I had a good day. BJ just said he's been having a good day.
Let's move on.
Moving on.
I'd like there to be a show 207, okay?
Grand Slam Albuquerque is disrespectful.
Listen, Guy Will Gamble. Grand Slam Albuquerque makes as much sense as Grand Slam Mexico. Thank you, Quills. Grand Slam Providence makes as much sense. Grand Slam Johannesburg makes as much sense as Mexico. It is not a Grand Slam cut. There are 4 locations for Grand Slam. You can't call it Grand Slam when you're in a different city or different location. Once again, kids. France, Australia, New York, England. Those are the 4 places. Why are we calling these events Grand Slam when they're not in Grand? And no, it has nothing to do with baseball. Conrad, you make me sick. Stop it. Has nothing to do with baseball. I mean, look at, I love this chat. You know why I love this chat? Because they tell it like it is. I am so sick. Grand Slam. I think who was that? Who put up that was one of the greatest of all time? Grand Slam. But Guy Will Gamble. Grand Slam. Truth or Consequences. You might as well. How about Grand Slam Parts Unknown?
Well, I've always wondered, where is Parts Unknown? If anyone finds it,
right near Truth or Consequences, for what I heard.
Oh, absolutely. not only are we putting and throwing stuff in the chat for you guys, but there was Grand Slam at Denny's.
See, that's, but you know what? That's a shout out to M. Leezy. That might be a sponsorship opportunity.
That might be, and we are open for sponsorships, by the way.
Yes, we are.
We are open. So if you got the bread, we've got the time. So, yo, you guys got to stop. This chat's got me.
No, they don't have to stop. You know what? You know what they're doing? See, they're having a good time. I see you, Quills. I see you. Yes, that's right, Deanna. I see you guys. I see you guys will gamble. You know what they're doing right now? They're making as much sense as AEW makes. That's the kind of sense they're making. They're making just as much sense. Why would you pigeonhole yourself? This pisses me off every time we talk about it. Why do you name something Grand Slam? I know why. Because back when it first got started, it was built with a tennis theme in mind. But once you don't book a tennis venue, you have to change the name. Conrad, I'm going to ask this one question, and then we're going to move on because we have a big slate to talk about. Does it make any sense, the name Grand Slam Mexico? Does that make any sense? Yes or no? No trolling, no BSing. Does that make any sense?
Not based off the initial premise that you're saying.
So let's get ourselves together and let's change the name.
Well, here's what we're not going to do, though. If people have already been Googling it and you announced it, I think it's a waste of time changing it. Kind of like the Australia show is what started it. You
know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do, Conrad? I'm going to create the World Series of Wrestling, and I'm going to put it in a football stadium. Sound good?
Cool with me.
Oh, shut up. Let's move on.
And before we get back into the wrestling talk here, Bill,
yes.
Vinny, I agree. The Bills' new uniforms are disgusting.
I haven't seen them. Are they really that bad?
They kind of look like a Diet Pepsi can.
Oh, wow.
Not feeling it.
Oh, my God.
Not feeling it. I'm just saying. That's just me. Y'all could be mad. I don't know. Yeah, why can't we get black uniforms? Get black uniforms with the Bills logo. I think it would look dope. But I'll save my opinions for another time with that. If you guys want to support Sean, make sure you're watching Hubbonomics on Thursdays. But also, we do have merch up. He's got a Threadless store. It's in the description box below. Check it out. Get some cool merch. There's a lot of stuff on there. There's ladies fashion, men's fashion. Get your kids something. You know what I mean? It's right there. There's accessories.
I appreciate you, Conrad, because I really did go hard. I really worked hard on these designs.
I'm trying to get us in there, brother.
Yeah.
And then we got t-shirts here at EPW, man. T Public, go over, grab some. I know some of you have. I've seen the pictures. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for sharing that stuff. And don't forget, we got our friends. You're rocking with us right now on Clash of the Podcast on a Monday. Tomorrow, we have our friends, AEW Fan Hub. They're going to be over there on the Ignition podcast. We have a great Discord as well. Make sure you guys are joining that Discord. And, me and Derek will do the Dynamite review tomorrow. So don't say I didn't tell you about all this stuff, okay?
Yeah, shout out to AEW Hub, AEW Fan Hub. Shout out, like, real talk. They're really, they do good work.
Absolutely. Delayed Grats, what's good? I'm trying to see if anyone else snuck in here. Appreciate you.
Delayed Grats, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, and Deanna, a proper welcome always. Thank you. Jocelyn, I know you're going to be listening somewhere.
Deanna.
No Triple H music this week, please. He's done enough stuff this week that I'm like,
I know, right? Exactly.
Getting in trouble. Let's talk about these returns on Raw last week. We don't have really specific topics. I kind of want to just get into like little pockets of things and then move on.
Conrad, I trust you, brother. Let's go.
Big Cass made his return, and it was against Javon Evans. Yeah.
Well,
what'd you think? Underwhelmed?
Underwhelming. You took the words right out of my mouth. Underwhelming. What's the word I always use? What's the phrase I always use? Within a couple of weeks, he'll be that one too. Just another guy.
I was thinking, like, did you ever leave, brother?
Touche.
I'm trying to debate if you regressed or if you stayed the same.
Good point.
You
know where he was better? He was better under the learning tree.
Oh, here that is Sean.
Wait a minute. After last Monday, am I wrong?
I saw someone who said something and I thought it was you. did I say it on Dynamite? I can't remember which show I said it on, but someone was like, his value did go up after the learning tree because WWE wanted him after that. I'm like, take it easy. They want anybody that came from.
Conrad, you're the only one. Well, some of our chat agrees with you. You're the main one that discounts the learning tree.
That gimmick sucked.
The learning tree helped Big Cass, yes or no?
He wasn't getting paid in AEW.
Well, it helped him. He's back in WWE now. What WWE does with him, that's neither here nor there. Without the learning tree, Cass would not be in WWE. And for some reason, everybody wants to go to WWE until they realize that their career is going to go down the freaking toilet.
You know what? This is going to be for a unique discussion. Shout out to Rich Latta, man. He brought this up today. I thought it was very interesting. Check him out, RLPW. Sean, with WWE, and we're talking about Big Cass. Here's the situation a lot of these wrestlers find themselves in. Mm-hmm. If you're not Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, top people who could be in the main events, guess what? You could be mid-card. If you ain't taking this pay cut, go look at that NXT roster on Tuesday. Someone's taking your spot. And they're going to do it for a lot less than you are. It's hurt the industry.
No lies.
I've been saying this for years.
No lies detected. Keep going.
You have to think, and I urge my fellow wrestlers to think. The problem is no one's going to unite with this. And it hurts. Like, it just hurts. I don't know.
I mean, look, I wish I had more. I think that was kind of a cherry pick, by the way, to attack Javon Evans. That was stupid. And it does nothing to serve Javon Evans any good. Javon Evans, to me, is on the verge of an intercontinental United States kind of vibe. And for some reason, they attack him for what?
And why can't they? Here's another issue with WWE. I'm on fire right now.
Go.
You cannot have people like Javon Evans keep losing, and you're like, oh, he's young. It'll be his time eventually. It won't be, because there's going to be another young kid. They're going to be like, elevate him instead. He's getting older. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you got to strike while the iron's hot. You know what I miss, Sean? You got a promotion. Everybody's hurt. Guess what? Here's this young kid over here, and people are liking him. You know what? Let's just go with them. Mm-hmm. What's the worst thing that could happen? No, instead, they do other stuff like, oh, we're going to go with the safe option every time. Nah, we can't turn this guy.
I have an interesting question for you, Conrad, and I promise you, because as soon as I say his name, you're going to be like, here we go again. I promise you I wasn't going to go here, and I promise you when I get there, I'm not going to stay long. You have my word. Look at me. You have my word. No jokes. Can it be said that Jey Uso's the only time they actually did that?
Jay's safe, though.
Jay's safe? I don't want to go into a Jey Uso thing. You just made a really good point.
We were gonna talk about him anyway with the LA Knight thing. After
you just made thank you for that, bro. You just made a really good point that because it's not about Jey Uso. I'm just making a point. You just made a really good point that WWE plays it safe all the time. I think. Okay, I don't want to misquote you. You're saying that Jey Uso is what?
Safe.
Okay.
He is company. He is known the system. He knows what to do. He knows what to say. He knows what lines not to cross. He may get a little wild here and there, but that's the charm of Jey Uso, I think.
But that's not the point, Conrad. I think your original point was so freaking solid, bro.
No, my point is about young guys, though. I'm talking about Javon Evans is young. Why can't you just make him the Intercontinental Champ now? What is he waiting for? What are you waiting for? We have to get this reign in with so-and-so who you should have probably, if you would have listened to us a while ago, all this stuff would have been taken care of. Instead, now, well, you got to give it to Chad Gable. We do this, it's his turn thing, and I'm tired of that in wrestling. Sometimes.
Okay, so this is where we disagree.
Yeah. You can't give everybody a turn. What?
Nah, but see, that's not right, Conrad.
Sean, do you think they would ever pull the trigger and be like, Javon Evans is the WWE champion tomorrow in this current state that he's in? Same question.
If I had the pencil in my hand,
no, the people that are in charge.
No.
That's what I'm saying. They're so comfortable at being safe. They don't go. Right. What's going to make them do that?
Well, that's the reason why, again, you're kind of forcing me there, Conrad. I don't want to go there. That's the reason why I say Jey Uso was the exception. You're saying he's not. Jey Uso winning the 2025 Royal Rumble was not safe. Everybody thought John Cena should have won.
He has metrics, though, Sean. That's my point. He checked the boxes that you're talking about. That's why you give him the opportunity. Okay.
Yeah, but this Javon Evans, as much as I love Javon Evans,
he's not. That's why I'm saying you make him.
Okay.
Make him a star.
So let me make sure. This is where I need you to kind of let me be a dummy for a second, and you be the intelligent one, which is pretty much normally the case. Even though I'm a smart guy, you kind of bring me down a little bit in a good way. Your logic is that they should roll the dice more.
Once in a while, just try something. Like, try it.
Okay, so Javon Evans, Finn Balor, even though Finn Balor, at this point, they've misused him so much, that would be like rolling the dice. Even though
you care?
40.
Do you? I don't
care. I care. No, I care. I was sad that he got shafted at SummerSlam. I care.
I just, at this point, I'm kind of like, whatever, bro.
I still care about Dolph Ziggler.
See, this is where we defer, brother. I have lost all care for these people. I'm like, you keep re-signing. What do they need to show you that you don't matter? What are they like? They have to show you something. I like Dolph Ziggler, and that's the point I want to make. Like, I thought Dolph Ziggler should have been the world champion, but there's only but so many times I'm going to cheer for you.
Dolph Ziggler was world champion twice.
I mean, he needs to hold the title, be the champion. He didn't feel like the champion.
Conrad? You know what, Conrad? You know what be rolling the dice? And this is a man at an advanced age, but I'm going to give myself some grace because pretty much everybody in the company is an advanced age. Chat, let me know what you think. You know what be really rolling the dice? You know what make my heart happy? How about we have Kevin Owens beat CM Punk in Toronto in a couple of weeks? How about that?
We'll talk about that in a second. I have a prediction for that, but you're not going to like it.
Okay.
Enzo, yeah, dude. Here's what I'm going to say about Enzo. Can Enzo wrestle some matches if they bring him in? Yes. But I want Enzo to be like Bobby the Brain Heenan. And I'm not saying he's going to be the greatest manager of all time. I'm saying Enzo manages people, Enzo talks garbage, and then the payoff might be Enzo gets put into a match one-on-one with someone. You know he can work, but I want him talking. That's what I want from him. Because I thought Big Cass promo afterwards, I was kind of just like, you tried. At least you tried. You know, it wasn't bad. It was okay.
Right.
I don't know. And
I want to give you your flowers for the point you made. WWE, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where the whole, and I'm not going to go off on that's where the whole, that sounds like a good idea. You know what that means? That's where the comes from. That's where all that stuff comes from, but teach me how to Dougie. I see you, bro. That's where all that stuff comes from. WWE, I mean, we have fun with it because we want to have fun with you guys and enjoy these 2 hours that we're together every Monday. WWE doesn't roll the dice. WWE is very safe, and WWE is not even really safe, actually. WWE is corny. And why are we so afraid to call WWE a corny product? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how real I'm going to be with you right now, Conrad. Jey Uso's not that good. Oh God! Oh God! Is it snowing outside in August? No, I'm being honest. Jey Uso's not that good, but I like Jey Uso, and Jey Uso entertains me. Let me ask you this: who are you entertained by in WWE? Truly entertained? Give me 5 names. I dare you.
Good luck.
I'm serious. On the air, I'm challenging right now, bro. Give me 5. You know what? I'll give you time. I'll give you time right now because I'm going to go first. Jey Uso. You know what? I'll even do you a favor. I'll intertwine all of them. The Bloodline. Trick Williams. CM Punk sometimes. The return of Kevin Owens. Oba Femi.
Yeah, I'll say Oba. I'll probably give it up for Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Punk when he's on point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, this is
it's harder. This is harder than what it should be.
Way harder. Jacob Fatu. Well, I guess, yeah, we'll say Jacob Fatu. And I will go out on a limb, and I'm going to throw out there, I guess Becky's back. You know, Dominic Mysterio, when they let him do stuff.
Well, not now. Not in 2026.
We're going to talk about that too momentarily.
I'm just saying, chat and Conrad, my brother, that exercise should not be that hard. But WWE, why are we so afraid? Yeah, not no more. I love the guy, Rob. But they're not using him correctly. LA Knight is getting back to where he used to be. The point is, listen, how many people, and I'm random number, there's 50 people in the company, 75 people in the company, and we're having trouble naming 5? That's a problem.
Yeah, Chelsea Green. Yeah, that's another one.
Green, God bless her. It's about time. So you know what? Let's call a spade. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not 5 names. Maybe it's 10. But that's what, 1/7 of the company? Which is the reason why on average, Conrad Cushman, that we probably enjoy 1/7 of WWE television every week.
That's probably true for both of us. I find a hard time getting into NXT these days.
That too.
Respectfully, who said they loved it before? McKinney. Respectfully, McKinney, I try to get into it. I have been trying to watch just to say, who are some of these other cats, but sometimes it ain't there.
And I'm going to make this one point, then I promise you we can move on. And then they take people that were good, and they ruin them. Tiffany Stratton is hard to watch now.
Nakamura just popped back up on my TV. I'm like, hey, where you been, bro?
Well, the question I have now, who's he going to come back with? Because he's not coming alone.
Hiromu.
I guess.
My guess.
Well,
I don't know.
Anyway, my point is this. It's not a great product. Only reason I'm somewhat happy is because I'm a Bloodline fan. You are not really as much of a Bloodline fan as you were. You're tired of the Bloodline.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle on it.
And also, I got to give Vinny some credit. Solo is growing on me because Solo's showing that he has layers.
Pew pew pew
yeah.
pew.
That was pretty. And I'm being real because he made fun of my guy, and that was funny. That was funny.
Nakamura and Evil. I'm so glad Haku's back, though. I will never disrespect Haku.
First of all, Haku is, former tag champion. Haku was great. The King of the Ring.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, T-Ferg, I'll tell you where Ray Phoenix is. He's just another guy like I predicted he would be.
I watched Hog on Saturday on YouTube. Yes, is Zilla Fatu heading to the sports entertainment? I think Amazing Red kind of said that good luck. He kind of gave him the goodbye. So
they're gonna screw this up. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna screw this up.
We'll see. You gotta have faith. You gotta, as the Buffalo Bills say, you gotta believe. I don't have faith. We'll see.
And this is gonna hurt because I love you, bro. This is gonna hurt. How many championships have the Bills won?
AFC championships 4. Divisional championships.
You know what I'm trying to say. And by the way, outside of the Giants, I cheer for the Bills. The point I'm trying to make by saying that really nasty comment, by the way, I apologize because you didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
I don't believe in WWE, and you shouldn't either.
Freaking Scott Norwood, man. All right. Anywho, we had 2 for 1. My favorite sale on steak hoagies. Becky Lynch and Stephanie Vaquer came back, and they want Liv Morgan, and it looks like they're going to get her. Could we see a tag match, maybe Liv and Raquel versus these two? Were you interested in this, Sean? I'm glad they're back.
No, real quick, just want to say Stephanie Vaquer is fine. Good God almighty. Anyway, I just had to throw that out there. Shout out to my girl. My girl likes Stephanie Vaquer. She said she's pretty. I was like, she sure is. Becky's return was fantastic, and so was WWE. Got this right. They got this one right. The Stephanie and Becky return were really good.
I don't like the flip flop with Becky all the time either, though. Like, she's back. Like, when she comes back, she's this. Then she's opposite.
I don't like the flip flop, but this time it worked.
I know she turned it into Paul White, though. Be careful on these couple returns. But she's back, babyface. I like that she stood up here, and I think this is going to lead to more Judgment Day problems interweaving into this.
Yeah, but how long are they going to tease that?
Brother, I couldn't tell you.
They've been breaking up for a year.
Breaking up is hard enough. Yeah, I got nothing. But the women's title picture should get more interesting. I'll tell you, there was a good promo that I really enjoyed. Obafemi came out there, and I don't know what he was wearing, but Oba was.
First of all, don't do that.
What?
Educate yourself, my brother.
What was he wearing?
You're a smart man. That is traditional.
I had a joke that I held back.
No, you gotta, and I appreciate you showed your emotional intelligence by not telling that joke. I'll tell you off the air what it is.
Oh, I think I know what it is, but my joke would have pertained back to it. Look, man, I don't know why you're coming on TV with this. Obafemi should be in matches.
Listen.
Conrad, how many matches he wrestled, Sean?
Don't do that, though, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're an emotionally intelligent guy. Don't make fun of. That's not good.
Listen, you don't hold back.
I'm asking you to hold back, brother. I'm asking you to hold back. We'll talk off the air.
Yeah.
All right, but I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Like, he had a segment. You're not supposed to wrestle every week.
He is the future. He is ready to tear down the future.
This is the first time I think you're nitpicking.
I'm not nitpicking.
I think this is the first time you're nitpicking.
I want to see Obafemi beat people. Why can't listen? The picture is painted, Sean. Obafemi's the guy. I'm not even denying that. Why can't who can't he beat? Who are we protecting? Who?
Conrad, what are you complaining about? For all the things I complain about WWE, this is the one thing they're getting right.
Sean, how long can you hold off on him wrestling people?
Hold off on what? He just won the main event at SummerSlam a week ago.
He's gone. Okay. He could have retired the first time. What was the point of this?
Conrad, why are you being so impatient? He just won the main event of SummerSlam. The following week, he had a run-in with Braun Breaker. What's the problem?
The run-in was a tease.
Okay, so what's the problem?
It's happening anytime soon.
I think you're nitpicking. This is the first time, and you're putting me in an uncomfortable position because I'm finding myself defending WWE, and I don't like it.
That's fine. This is your choice. Why don't we get more from Obafemi? Do you think we've gotten enough from him? Be 100% honest with yourself and think about everything he's done since he's come up to the main roster. Obafemi...
Again, you're putting me in an uncomfortable position that I don't like to be in. WWE has gotten the Oba push correct, bro. I don't know what more you could possibly want. WWE sucks, but WWE has gotten very few things right. One of the things they've gotten right is Obafemi. I hear you, Vinny. No, listen, we love the only Vinny we like. We love Vinny, but there's a lot of people who agree with me as well. Like, it was a tease. He just won the SummerSlam main event. I don't know what you guys are looking for. Obafemi's not supposed to wrestle every week.
No, James, I did not say I want Oberberg. I'm not saying he needs to beat people every single week and do that. What I'm saying is he doesn't wrestle enough. He's been doing talking segments. Didn't he just do one with Brock the week before? Get him in the ring. Have him beat some people. Name some lower card people for me, please. Somebody. He can't beat Tozawa.
He just beat
Otis. That was a while ago.
Yeah, I don't know, Conrad. You got to be a little bit more. I think they're bringing him along very nicely. This is one of the rare things they get right. Obafemi is on fire right now, bro. You're saying You're saying he's losing steam?
I think so.
James, oh my God! Wow, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
No, time out. Wait, don't ask questions and then confuse me. Because I'm reading the chat too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not losing steam. What I'm trying to say is Obafemi needs to be in the ring more. I know you can talk. I know people are into you.
Okay.
Get in the ring. Get your moves over. Be the guy. Like, all right, bring someone out here. I got him. Done. Cook. I feel like, Sean, who are they protecting that he's not wrestling on Raw? Who can't he beat on Raw real quick?
How often do you want him to wrestle?
I don't want this to turn into a Brock Lesnar situation.
No,
or Roman.
That's extreme. It's not often.
What does this say? That's what he just said.
Yeah, it's not often that we disagree this much, Conrad. They are moving. They are bringing him along nicely. He wrestles about once a month on weekly television, and he wrestles pay-per-views. I don't see the problem.
I just think that we're going to get into this. If you're a main eventer, you don't show up.
Wow, no, I don't agree with that. I think you're nitpicking just a little bit on this one. Braun Breaker. Oh, matter of fact, that was a Freudian slip. Braun Breaker they screwed over. Braun Breaker they ruined.
Hold on. How often is someone supposed to wrestle then? What is the fair thing?
How often is a main event attraction supposed to wrestle? I say they should be on TV at least on free television twice a month. On free, let me rephrase that.
You keep talking.
Okay. Braun Breaker has been ruined. Obafemi has been brought along perfectly. A wrestler of Obafemi's ilk that is now on the verge of superstardom, I would have him on my free television shows. Chat, let me know if you agree or not. I would have Obafemi on my free weekly television show twice a month, and I would have him wrestle on pay-per-view. I think that's exactly what happens. Now, Roman Reigns, thank you, Emily. Roman Reigns has a schedule that you're talking about. Like Roman Reigns, they're not treating him like Roman Reigns. And they're certainly not treating him like they treated Brock Lesnar. That Brock Lesnar and Oba shouldn't even be in the same sentence as it relates to how Brock Lesnar conducted himself with the championship. You're talking about Brock Lesnar like 2000 whatever. You're talking about Brock Lesnar when he was champ? Universal?
What I'm saying is pay attention to the segment. Things are starting to switch. Braun Breaker's looking at Paul Heyman like, what's up with this? Now, could they go with Braun and Heyman? Sure. Maybe this is just what is it called? A fake out, a head fake, a pump fake. But if Obafemi ends up with Paul Heyman, you don't think he's going to teach him to do the exact same things that Brock did eventually? You ain't working that schedule. Lower it. Everyone who Paul Heyman touches eventually becomes that guy. Roman, they take less time. And I get it makes sense for your body. What I'm saying, Sean, is you've got him now. Use him.
They are using him. That's where we're not connecting right now, brother. They are using him. That segment last week was using him. They teased another big feud. That's going to be a main event match, bro.
I just want him in the ring more, I guess is what I'm saying.
You can want him in the ring all you want, Conrad, but he is not being Look, again, I'm going to say it for the third time. Chat, I know it's like it's going to snow outside. I am defending WWE on this one. They are bringing him along perfectly. Perfectly. And you know why? You know why? And you're a witness to why. You know why, Conrad? Because I did not even see me liking Obafemi this much when he first came to the main roster. And now I am all the way invested. I could see Roman Reigns versus Obafemi tomorrow, and I would be over the moon. And I would think that Oba's going to win. Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's a good sign if you put in Obafemi with Roman Reigns tomorrow and you're kind of like this about who would win? That means they're bringing him along. Now, let me ask you this. If you put him in the ring with Braun Breaker, do you think Roman's going to lose? No. Obafemi is almost on the level of Roman Reigns right now. As it relates to believability, chat, don't jumpy. As it relates to believability about who would win in a match between Oba and Roman, let's be real about this. I'm going to give you some real math. Obafemi, Roman Reigns, I would give Obafemi a 40% chance to win that match. 40.
This should have been done already from what they teased at Mania.
What should have been done?
Oba should have beat him at Mania or at SummerSlam, I thought. They screwed up the King of the Ring. That ship has sailed. Now ships don't sail with this company. They fall upward into this craptastic money sandwich that everyone believes. Can we call him out on something wrong ever and stick with it, people? That's my argument. Oba's not going to be with Heyman. If Braun Breaker doesn't make it, I will bet that Heyman's going to end up with Obafemi. You think I'm wrong about that, Sean?
Whoa. Say it again.
If Braun Breaker isn't going to make it, or if something goes wrong, an injury, something happens, Paul Heyman's not going to end up with Obafemi?
Oh, you think that they're going to turn him heel? Oh, God.
Why do you think he called him out about it? Braun Breaker's like, oh, I see you were talking to your new little friend.
I mean, I saw the segment. I saw it the next morning when I got, when I was on my way to work.
And hold on, Rob's got to get it too for saying this. You know darn well that little group that they put together with Cesaro, Ryback, and Curtis Axel were never going to get the same stuff that Brock and them were getting. Cut it out. Cesaro should have though.
I gotta take a moment. Can I take 5 seconds of airtime to kind of zen myself, because I really defended WWE far longer than I'm comfortable with. So I need to take a deep breath.
I don't think I'm being too mean about this. All I'm saying is I would like to see, if people claim people are 5'2" players, they're the guy, I would like to see in the ring just a little bit more. I see he's doing house show matches. I've seen him with Danhausen. That
was actually kind of funny.
That's fine for a house show, though. I'm not complaining about that. I just want to see the brother in the ring. I can't tell you the...
But you are. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what more you want.
I didn't like that Hell in a Cell match, Sean, is what I'm getting at.
Well, that's a different conversation, bro.
I know, but Sean, there's better matches for him. Let's get to it.
Conrad, you know what you're doing? You're doing what my girl does, what my boy does. You're my brother. You're doing what a lot of people in my life do, bro. You're making correct points about the wrong subject. SummerSlam match was weak. Correct. They're not using him correctly. Correct. But him being in the ring more, that's not correct.
You don't want to see your stars more in the ring?
I would love to see Ric Flair versus Hogan every week. That's not reality.
No, what I'm not asking for. See, now you're saying the wrong thing. I'm not asking for Ric Flair versus Hogan. Give me Big Bubba Rogers at least. Give me something. Get in there.
But over wrestles periodically, Conrad. How you're saying if you want more Obafemi, that means you're saying you want him to be wrestling every week.
Not every week.
Conrad,
more than he is.
Conrad, take a deep breath.
I got it up. He
Conrad,
brought Miz on a house show. He fights Brock. He went against Dominic Mysterio on a house show.
Forget the house shows. We're talking about TV.
Where is it? Is this a house show? That's a house show too.
Conrad, stop talking about house shows. TV is all we're talking. We're talking about TV.
Are we counting SmackDown? He was on a dark.
We are counting SmackDown. Conrad, are you kidding me?
It's a dark match. It wasn't on TV, is what I'm saying.
Okay, well then no, it doesn't count then.
Before that, we don't see him in action until Jey Uso at the King of the Ring final. And where was that? That was a pay-per-view. Where's TV match? Come on. Was he on SmackDown? Nope, that's a dark match too. Last Raw match before that was Dominic Mysterio semifinals on 6/15. Am I bugging?
I'm still here, Conrad. I
know, but I'm pulling up the facts. So you feel me a little bit? Like a smidge? If you like wrestling and you want to see the guy in the ring, a little more. I'm not asking for much. I'm asking for this. Give me an inch. Try something here.
All right, pause.
Play. Do something though. Like, I don't know. Like I said, this tease to me is for way down the line. I don't expect them to do this that early. Maybe I'm wrong.
I got news for you, bro. We're that's going to be Money in the Bank.
You think they're going to treat Money in the Bank that huge over Survivor Series?
Yes.
I mean, I guess.
Whoa! Survivor Series has been ruined for years. We're not even going to. The days of me thinking there's going to be a high-profile match at Survivor Series, those days are over. I'll be surprised if that happens. So, no, to answer your question, I'm predicting Oba versus Braun at Money in the Bank. Survivor Series, is that even
Sunday night main event?
Oh, I don't know about that. Oh God.
Listen. We're applying AEW logic to WWE. Delay grants. This is my problem, though. Why can't people all be held to a same standard? Like, yo, get him in there. Like, let's see him go. I want to see him work a longer match. I think he can do it. I have no issue with that.
All hyperbole and fun aside, if you use that logic, then you're saying Roman should wrestle more.
I agree with that. Guess what he's got, though? He's got a contract that says it. He doesn't. So what are you doing? You're promoting getting that contract that Roman has. That's where you want to get to.
You have to keep him special, bro. You have to keep him special. Now, if you're saying he comes out and Goldberg's everybody, That's why I don't know who made that reference, but that's where that reference. Who said that earlier? That's
James said that.
James,
but that's not what I said.
No, that's not what you said at all. And James was trolling. Shame on you, James. But but what I'm saying is, if you're gonna sit up here, no, I'm gonna be real, Conrad. He was trolling you. I know that. But at the end of the day, if you have him come out and squash everybody every week, isn't that Goldberg?
I'm not saying every week, Sean.
No.
I just brought up that
every other week. If he wrestled 3 times a month and he came out and wrestled a 2-minute match 3 times a month and squashes his opponent, is that not Goldberg? That's Goldberg.
He doesn't have to squash him, though. Why can't he have a competitive match?
He's not supposed to have a competitive match, Conrad. See, that's where we're losing focus here. I don't believe that Oba Femi should have competitive matches on free television. Every match Oba has should be a run-through beatdown unless he's wrestling on a PLE. Oba should not be tested by the likes of Ethan Page or JD McDonough or no.
Chad Gable, Penta. Like, you're going to mow through the roster then. That's what I'm like. Make some other people. That was my point with Javon. That is my point with this. WWE. And guess what? You had an okay week on television this week. I'm not even.
It wasn't the worst ever. I agree.
Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. Let's build some other people, and you could do it at the same time while building up Oba. Now, we had another match. Royce Keys, Jacob Fatu. Royce Keys got mollywopped this match. He ended up, I don't know if I could even, bleeding from the mouth. Jacob Fatu took him out. They made Jacob Fatu look like an animal. We gonna push him maybe finally, or is he gonna just stay Arn Anderson, the enforcer?
I think that's happening. Look, what you're seeing right now, and I'm preaching to the choir, Conrad. I'm not like, what are we talking about? Conrad Cushman is very aware of what's going on here, very educated in this game. What you're seeing is the evolution of the new generation, bro. Oba, Jacob, it's coming.
I hope.
It's coming. It's clearly coming, bro. It's clearly coming. Now, you and many people thought that Braun was coming too, and I told you that dude was overrated. Didn't I tell you that dude was overrated? I've been screaming it from the rooftops since he was in NXT. You know, the chat and you need to give me some flowers, bro, because I said from the start that dude is overrated. And look what happened to him. I promise you. Put me back on camera, Conrad Cushman. I promise you. I guarantee you Oba Femi will beat Braun Breaker. There is no way that this clash of the future of the business is going to lead to Braun Breaker being victorious. No way, no how. Oba will win. Put it in the books. Write it down. Etch it in stone. Braun Breaker's chance to be the man has passed him by. Braun Breaker's window has closed.
I don't think it's closed.
Mark my words. It's over.
Yeah, we got some people agreeing with you now in the chat.
Well, I mean, and I'm not saying it to be braggadocious. I'm saying it because it's true.
And
matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you. You have no problem telling me when I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
I don't think it's over yet. I still think they can rehab him, but you got to do something now. And James just at this rate, Conrad, should Oba win the Royal Rumble? Why should he? He's got a title shot in his back pocket. But the King of the Ring was dead, according to Sean. Lies. It's not dead.
That's true.
He has an opportunity to do something. I don't forget. This is the standard that Delay Grants was just talking about, holding people to. You told me this. You know what? Told me.
I gotta pull back a little bit because you make a strong point, brother. He may not face Braun Breaker at Money in the Bank because he has a title shot. I thought the title shot was gone, so that means you're right. I'm gonna give you your flowers, bro. You're right. So that means that maybe it's gonna be Braun, but Braun, you're not gonna tell me you're gonna get Braun versus Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank.
What if you did that and you actually had the Bloodline do something and they turn heel or something? But that would be a good idea.
Yeah, you know what that means?
Yeah. Got it. Yo, I know that y'all probably thought I was semi-crazy when I was saying this, but I have a logic behind it. Like, I'm just annoyed a little bit. Like, we got to build some other people up.
See, a lot of what you're saying is not wrong, Conrad. But only thing I'm disagreeing with that he needs to wrestle more. I think he's wrestling perfectly enough. But as far as them ruining storylines and not bringing him along as far as the progression of his career, I agree with you completely.
If you wanted to make Braun Breaker star, he'd probably be better off if he wrestled less too. You know what I mean? But you got him as the tag team champion.
Shout out to Miracle. We might as well put that idea to bed too. I just came up with a theory. They're not going to do. I said it like this. They're not going to do Roman versus Oba at Money in the Bank. You know, they're not going to do it. You know why? Because they're going to do LA Knight versus Roman.
They have two choices. They either hope you forget that match happened and give it to LA Knight. LA Knight's going to take that L again, and they're going to be like, "Stay on the train, buddy. You were this close, buddy." Yeah, you know how it goes with promotions at the job. You were this close. I don't think they're going to do it with Oba. If they do it, it might be at the Bloodline's got to be the War Games match.
Well, the Bloodline is definitely the War Games match. Conrad, let me tell you something right now, brother. Take a nap and wake up in March. That's when it's going to be WrestleMania, April, whatever. He's going to win the title wrestle, and that's if The Rock doesn't come back.
Chad, I know we've badgered this point about Raw. I promise we're going to get moving here in a second to SmackDown, but you feel me a little bit, Sean, right? Why do we keep waiting? Dude, at this point, give him the belt. Roman Reigns don't need it no more. What's he doing? Is he making it? Is he helping?
So in Elder Cushman's perspective, this doesn't have to wait till WrestleMania.
No.
Okay.
It could be on Raw. I'd be happy with that one night. Like, Shakaru, here you go.
Well, I mean, Roman's going to defend the title, but not against Obafemi.
You probably could have did it with Punk too. You know what I mean?
No, but I'm saying on Raw. He's going to defend it on Raw, but not against Obafemi. He's going to defend it against the winner of the AAA tournament.
Well, yes, Rey Mysterio had to go up to Roman Reigns after that segment with Jacob Fatu and Royce Keys and say, my left knee. It's been hurting for a while.
Don't. Oh, God. That was funny.
And my son Dominic, I told him to set up that ring. I told him to get out there and take the turnbuckle pads off. He didn't want to listen to me, Roman.
That's hilarious.
He says, Roman, can we talk? What was it? Surprise, surprise. Another tournament to compete with some other people doing a tournament. Look, I'm shocked. The John Cena tournament, it's going to happen in December. Is there any other tournaments that happen in December? I'm shocked. Call them out, please. Please.
So I got to give Emleezy some credit. As we make fun of this ridiculous tournament, right, and rightfully so, we do have to acknowledge the fact, no pun intended, that Roman Reigns is going to wrestle on Raw. That is kind of a big deal. Low key, right? Low key. The tournament, look, Conrad, take a deep breath and listen. The tournament is trash. I agree. But let's take, two facts. Chat, back me up on this. There are two facts here. Fact A, the tournament is trash. Period. End of quotation. New quotation. Roman Reigns wrestling on Raw, that's cool. Yes or no?
I guess.
Okay.
I'm not mad at it. I just think that these guys could be on TV more than they are. Like, it's not hard, man. Listen, I hope we get to see these matches on Raw or SmackDown. Someone please tell me that these are confirmed. It'd be nice if maybe AAA got one of these, but Penta, Laredo Kid, Psycho Clown versus La Parka, Dragon Lee versus Dr. Wagner Jr. I hope I could say that. Ray Phoenix versus El Fiscal. Like, they're going to do some different things. I predict in the end we're going to get Penta and Phoenix. They're going to go at it. They're going to put on a banger. Penta's going to make his brother look like $1 million, and we're going to get Roman Reigns, Penta in Mexico. Man, I wonder if another event just happened in Mexico. Oh, man. Good. What a good idea to announce that. Save your money, guys.
This is shameless. There's no question about that.
Yes. But no one remembers the shame. No one remembers Jim Crockett Promotions and that shame. They just do this stuff, and it's, oh well, it's all right. We'll see. I think it's gonna be Roman.
Let's call a spade a spade. Penta versus Roman is a cool thing to see. See, this is the problem that I have with Conrad Cushman. Conrad Cushman chat doesn't know how to separate one fact from another. Fact. See, this is what I'm saying. Fact. Definitively. Fact. The tournament is garbage. However, second fact, Roman and Penta in Mexico City, it's kind of cool.
The tournament's not bad. I actually like most of the talent.
But when I say tournament, I mean the point of it all means nothing because we know Roman's going to retain. I'm saying, but the final, Roman versus Penta, Roman versus Penta, like being the biggest possibility. That's actually not bad television.
I'm curious to know when Roman's last. I want to know when his last match was on TV.
See, we're being sarcastic now.
I'm not. I'm actually curious to know when he last wrestled on TV because I want to know how long it's been. Do you remember by chance?
Of course not.
It has to be one of those recent Raws, right?
It might have been. Oh man, who knows? I don't even know.
Let me see. Wow. It was the match against Solo.
Wow.
That's what just popped up. Yeah.
Wow.
Been a little bit.
Crazy.
Been a little bit. Now, I'm going to stick with the AAA front. We're going to merge right in. Dominic Mysterio, it is evident to me, and I've said this for weeks, Sean, I'm pretty sure Dominic Mysterio is, I'm going to say a bad word here for a second. He's pissed off at his placement in this company right now. He is the AAA Mega World Champion, and he's being treated like a joke or forgotten about. They have put him with Omos, and he's being adapted into the role that Vikingo had, and they're just inserting Dominic in there, and he's retained the services of these folks for his big match with El Grande Americano at the next AAA pay-per-view. Should be a fun match. But do you agree with Dominic's frustration? He put up the old, I'm just here so I won't get fined, if you know Marshawn Lynch meme.
Look, I'm not going to go into it as deeply as I went last week because I talked about this. I thought Big E Langston made the point of the year. And I'm surprised that WWE brass let him talk like that, bro. During the SummerSlam pre-show, he talked about how Dominic Mysterio was on a trajectory to be a megastar in 2025, and now he's on a trajectory to be a mid-carder in 2026, and that's a fact. It does suck. Dominic Mysterio was becoming a legit world championship contender, in my opinion, in 2025. Not anymore.
Do you think it's curtains for him?
I don't think it's curtains. I think, unlike Braun Breaker, I think Mysterio has layers. See, to me, when you go on like this 5-8 times a night, doesn't mean anything to me. But Dominic Mysterio has actual layers. Dominic Mysterio has personality. I don't think Braun Breaker can spell personality.
I think the Judgment Day is probably doomed, and I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. I'm kind of
Dominic Mysterio should end the Judgment Day and become a heel. Become a babyface.
I think they could do that if they wanted to. I don't know where that leaves JD though. JD's gonna have to.
Maybe
he's the sidekick type.
Maybe he'll be in AAA.
Could be. I think there's something there with Dominic, and like I say, he just seems super frustrated right now with things. So we'll have to keep him. Yeah, I don't either.
If you had given Dominic Mysterio a world title shot on January 1, 2025, I would have believed he could win. 8 months later, he's not even sniffing the world championship picture. The biggest star in Judgment Day now is Liv Morgan.
Yeah, that's why I think everything's going through her right now for at least the title picture. And
you know what that means for Dominic Mysterio? Trouble.
That's me. Speaking of trouble, Rhea Ripley looks like she had to get the surgery, had to go for knee surgery. That was made official. She put up a post thanking the fans basically and saying like she's got to get back to getting healthy so she could do what she does. So what does that mean, Sean? Chelsea Green officially going to be recognized probably as a WWE Women's Champion. I don't know what they're doing anymore. I'm confused by the language of the stuff they say all the time. Like, do you mean any of this? Yeah, no, she'll be recognized as an interim champion, as a WWE champion. I'm like, how? Whatever. They found a way. I think at this point they're recognizing her as a champion, and then Trouble followed her as well because it sounds like she has an orbital injury, at this point.
I mean, it's a shame. Like, you know that I've been on the Chelsea Green bandwagon for a while, and I was angling for her to be a major subject on this show. It did my heart glad to see her win the title. I'm hoping that it's something that she can work through. But, I mean, a cracked orbital is a very big deal because if you injure it more, it could lead to sight problems. It can lead to various injuries that can end up being very, very detrimental from a structural standpoint to your face. So, I mean, with Rhea going down and Chelsea Green potentially going down, I mean, you could be talking about a Money in the Bank match. Forget a briefcase. You could be talking about a Money in the Bank match for the title. The same thing that we saw at SummerSlam.
Could be. They might just. I hope they announce it first next time. Then if they're going to do that, but we're right back to like the same stuff. It's just like it's on repeat.
But I'll tell you one thing: it could be set up for a situation where there you go, McKinney, right there. You can sit up here and see Naomi return to her spot on the throne. By the way, Naomi was cooking before she got pregnant. Obviously, her being pregnant was better. God bless her and Jimmy. But she was cooking, and she can come back and take her spot right back.
She could. I see people saying all the injuries recently were all in matches with fatal influence. That's not a good thing to have under you. Trying to be kind to them. If Liv doesn't have to defend the title, neither does Chelsea. That 100 days, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of people
cut on her, the reason why promos that are being so good are because they're based in truth. What Becky said was an awesome promo. You know why? Because it was mostly true.
Blake Monroe, where is she?
I don't even know, bro. Backstage.
Unbelievable. Some of this stuff. I want to see Finn Balor in AEW. I think he missed his time, brother. I think he missed his time. Chelsea's been champ for a week, almost eaten defeat. Yeah. Naomi can't wait for your return. Yeah, Naomi coming back would be dope. Lyra, that ship's sailing with me a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, they're trying to give her some Nikki Cross vibes. I'm not feeling it.
Let me ask you this while we're talking about. I know I'm jumping all over the place. What did you think of the debut of Tatum Paxley?
I like Tatum Paxley, so this is going to come across messed up. I thought it was lame because it didn't make any sense. What is Tatum Paxley doing with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair? They don't mix. That's weird. That's a weird combination. As a matter of fact, Tatum Paxley would probably fit in more with Fatal Attraction. Influence. Fatal. They're I don't know.
She's more goth girl though, I think, than that.
I mean,
maybe with Alexa and the doll. I don't know.
I mean, maybe Alexa, but certainly not Charlotte. Like, what is Charlotte doing, bro? Like, what are we doing?
I think she's just in a holding pattern.
Yeah, well, yeah,
people like her though. She's not winning world titles, so they're like, "Yay, Charlotte, just enough."
I mean, to me, it's kind of a weird dynamic between the three of them. I mean, but again, I like Tatum Paxley. I wish her well.
Yeah, we were thinking the same thing. Alexa Bliss gave her. Tatum Paxley has said that her inspiration to get into wrestling was Alexa Bliss. Oh, that's cool. That's cool that she gets to do that. And
there's only one return / debut from this week that really made an impact for me, and that was the combination of Becky and Stephanie. Like, other than that, I thought that the Tatum Paxley debut was lame. I thought that the Big Cass debut was lame. There's not a lot. There wasn't much sizzle to that steak, bro.
Yeah. Deanna said Charlotte requested her, apparently. Did not know that.
I mean, I shout out to Deanna for knowing that information. I think that's dope that she gave us that nugget of information. I don't know why Charlotte would make that request. I mean, again, Tatum Paxley's great. I just don't think that's a fit for her.
McKinney brought up a good point. He thought maybe she should have debuted with Lyra. With that
makes more sense. See, shout out to McKinney. Now, that makes more sense. That could have been Lyra's backup. That makes sense.
And Clown said he feels like Tatum would have ended up with Paige. That makes sense with the goth stuff, and then they go up against the Bellas, but Brie got hurt.
Yo, Clown, I got to give you credit. That was actually that's a good hypothesis.
More stuff that could have made sense. I can't tonight, man. I cannot. I just don't get it. Do you like this? Do you like this better with Cody and Randy? No. Yeah, best picture I could get.
No, it's Cody. It's just Cody's lame, bro.
The ship has left the dock with Cody and Randy. You just don't care anymore.
I love Randy, but I love Randy for what he's done in the past. This feud is not hitting. It didn't hit in March. It's not hitting now.
Is it? Do you think it's over for Randy? Like, it's done? Like, there ain't nothing else here to squeeze?
I think it's over for Randy because Randy is dealing with Cody, and Cody's a cornball, bro.
If I had to ask you though, like Randy's coming back, what do you want to do with him? What would you say to do with him?
I would say, honestly, I think Randy would do better on Raw.
I agree. I know a name he could work with.
Give it to me. Oh, Obafemi. Ha ha! Listen to you.
Just saying. But yeah, you could do some different stuff here. I don't know. I'm just not feeling this.
I'm gonna kill that legend before it becomes a legend.
Can you imagine the Cell? Before, right? Imagine the Cell on that power bomb.
I have voices in my head. They come to me. They understand.
That kid's the real deal. He's gonna retire the whole 2002 OVW roster before he's done.
Actually, that story kind of writes itself. But then again, that's a good idea. So,
you mean he could have retired John Cena instead of?
Wow, good point. Look at Conrad hitting home runs tonight. Okay, Conrad.
You know, he wrestled on TV a little more, but he wrestled Cody that night. He had to wrestle Cody.
That actually makes a heck of a lot of sense having Oba retire. Ooh, that would have been good. Well, WWE sucks.
Let's see here. I like the line from Cody about not having to be a good guy, so we might get a little more intensity from the Woe Master.
That's kind of wishful thinking, McKinney. I like where you're going, but I like where McKinney's going, but I think WWE is going to screw it up again.
As per usual. But yeah, legend killer versus career killer. It's there. It's there. I don't know, Sean. Like I said, you can tell me if I'm bugging on any of this stuff. I just think that I don't know. I feel like the chess pieces are in the wrong parts. And I don't know what you do with Cody either, though. Like we just talked about moving Randy. What do you do with Cody? I don't know.
I think there's only one thing you've been wrong about all night, and that's the fact you want Oba to wrestle more. Other than that, you're fine.
I'm just saying that there's definitely been more opportunities to do better stuff, and this ain't it, Chief. Sometimes that's all. I'm saying.
I think WWE always hits it out of the park with their storylines, right? They're great. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
What
title match?
Yeah, great and terrible.
Yeah.
What movie? Great and terrible.
I don't. Which one?
Coming to America.
Okay. Yeah. No. The. Oh yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen that in a minute. Now my brains are coming to America. I don't know what else to say here though, Sean. Like,
bro, it's retread and it's corny, bro.
Like, I think they're really gonna think you forget about that title match. I really think they're gonna act like it never happened. Like, what are you talking about?
Here's an idea. Let's bring two guys together that had a terrible world title match at WrestleMania, and when you bring them back together this time, it's the same exact feud, but with no title. That'll make it work.
I feel like they think they're giving people what they wanted from this. Yes.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well. Let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside.
Are you saying he's got to pay his dues and wrestle more?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying give them a sense of pride. Make it easier. Let the children lie.
You're done with that. So you start hitting that line.
I decided long ago. Yo, if y'all haven't seen Coming to America 80s, before any of us were, go back in time, find that movie, y'all.
Yeah. Get yourself some
That boy good. That's right, E. That boy good.
Rocky Marciano.
Good and terrible. Yo! All right, Conrad, let's move on because I could go all night on that movie.
CM Punk and Kevin Owens. This is the last thing I got from SmackDown.
That's right, close. Sex with chocolate. All right, go ahead, Conrad. Go.
It seemed like it. I probably got the name from Mark Henry from now that I'm thinking about it.
You never know. You never know.
Vince, that was hilarious. I saw this in 1999. New movie,
That's right.
huh?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chocolate. Yeah. So, what'd you think of this? Like,
I'm gonna call it play. I see you, McKinney. Yo, Conrad, please let's move on. For God's sake,
I have moved on.
Yes.
Kevin Owens and CM Punk. It looks like it's the next title match. They announced that on the 21st they're going to be in Toronto. Mm-hmm. Kevin Owens has called his shot for it. If you don't know the backstory, I'm going to put you up on a little game here. CM Punk and Kevin Owens have had beef since like 2005. Ring of Honor, CM Punk was the trainer, and he did not like that Kevin Owens wrestled in a t-shirt. Funny enough, if you see CM Punk wrestle in a t-shirt nowadays, and CM Punk also used to wear basketball shorts. So these guys don't like each other for it. I don't know if they've made up since then. Maybe it's something that they've talked about.
Yo, read Vinny's comment. Read Vinny's comment, Conrad Cushman.
Which one? The last one?
Yep.
All of Punk's feuds is just people calling him out for being a fraud.
Yo. Talk about it.
I mean,
he's you know what he's becoming? He's becoming John Cena. The same thing that he accused John Cena of years ago is what's happening right now. Like, CM Punk is a company guy now.
Yeah, that's been there.
Yep.
It's been there for a while. Package pile drive, they ain't doing that. I smell another Canada screw job. I hope so, my friend, because Sami Zayn's not going to take this lying down. If he can't be the guy to beat Punk, my best friend ain't doing it either.
But you know something, Conrad? You know what's sad about all this? We're all getting a little disgusted with CM Punk. We're all tired of the same old shtick, right?
Yeah.
You do realize there's a remedy to this whole situation. How about Kevin Owens wins the match? What a revolutionary idea!
I'm surprised you want to wrestle on TV, KO. You're a main event guy. Like, what's the point of this?
Bro, but it's never going to happen, though. CM Punk is definitely not going to lose the title.
Why would he? This isn't the match yet for it.
Why would he? Because it would actually be entertaining and the fans would be happy.
I just think that they're too focused on whatever they have with Sammy. They've got it planned. I have fears. So listen, in reality, if you want me to tell you what I think is going to happen, it's going to be LA Knight and Roman at Money in the Bank. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be CM Punk, Kevin Owens. Sammy's going to screw over KO. They're probably going to end up in that ladder match again, trying to fight for the contract so that they can both be world champion. Right. And I'm sure it'll be Braun Breaker in there. I'm starting to wonder if Braun Breaker gets the briefcase, and then that's the future. That's what they were teasing. Like,
yeah, well, I think Braun Breaker. You know what? I'll leave it. I'll leave it like this. Braun Breaker wins that briefcase. He's back in the mix. If he doesn't, his ship is sailed. I'll guarantee this: if he doesn't win that Money in the Bank, he's not winning the Royal Rumble. The idea of him winning the Royal Rumble next year is ludicrous to me.
Yeah. E said coming from the fraud Booker. My goodness. Yeah. And honestly, Kevin Owens' character, this is how you know. This is their logic thinking behind this. Kevin Owens' character is just as much like, so you came back and you got a world title shot and your best friend's in there. You're like, I gotta take this, bro. I'm out there.
See, here's the thing, though. This is why WWE doesn't make any sense. Kevin Owens didn't just get handed anything. Kevin Owens won a match at SummerSlam. That's what we have to remember.
No, he got handed a number one contendership.
Yeah, okay, that may be true, but he didn't get handed a title shot. He got handed an opportunity. Unlike CM Punk, who got a title shot coming back after 3 months. Don't get me started.
But Kevin Owens is the baby face here. That's
what he is the baby face. But he didn't win the title his first night back. He won a number one. He had a 25%. He had a 25% chance to win a match.
What was the first move he did in the match? I'm so glad we're here, my friend. Punching your friend in the face. Stunner.
I think Sammy's doing great work. I think Kevin Owens is going to make good work. But at the end of the day, though, Kevin Owens didn't get handed anything. CM Punk got handed everything. And by the way, that's exactly how I would take the storyline, too.
That's all these baby faces, Sean. Have you noticed what I'm saying? It's their mentality of what good guys do. Oh, yeah, here you go.
Kevin Owens earned it.
Sure.
You keep saying, did he not beat Gunther, Sami Zayn, and Finn Balor for a title shot?
He did, but did he earn his way into that title shot?
Oh, so now you have to earn your way into number one contender matches now, right?
I guess Barry Horowitz is up.
CM Punk was sitting on his couch in Chicago.
He's out here. If we're just letting anybody get in there, like, what are we saying?
Yo, CM Punk was at home sitting on his couch eating Cheerios, gets a call from Nick Aldis. Hey, CM Punk, what are you... By the way, could it be any more corny that they would want people to actually believe that? Give me a break. That was stupid. But the storyline is you're sitting at home in your house, you get a phone call. Hey, why don't you come to Raw?
University. Yeah, you're sitting at home.
Why don't you come to Raw? Why don't you come to Raw and get a title shot? What? Come on, bro. And you're going to sit up here and make fun of Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens beat 3 guys to get a title shot. Who did CM Punk beat? I know what he beat. The System.
Quills gets it with what I've been saying. They've been doing this the entire time. Baby faces versus baby faces. All of these things need to stop. They're afraid to turn people. They are afraid to do some of this stuff.
Did you hear all the boos that CM Punk was getting on Friday?
That's fine. Boo. Maybe they'll change their mind finally.
He's a punk, all right. His name is fitting. He's turning into a little punk. Just like his freaking punk best friend, Cody Rhodes. Like, you know what it is? The 2 biggest baby faces in the company, outside of Roman Reigns, are both little punks.
You know what that is, Sean? That's the booker. Booking baby faces horribly. Like Quill said.
I'm never going to accuse Triple H of being a rocket scientist, that's for sure.
Yeah, WWE is the place where main eventers are all part-time promo guys. I'll talk you into them seats. Let's go.
Now, all of a sudden, now you're going to sit up here. Like, WWE's stupid across the board. Now, the rumor is that Seth Rollins and Roman are going to be teammates. They're going to get together and be on the same page again. Like, what? Come on, what are you doing?
Let's talk about something fun to end this show.
Well, that must not be WWE.
The Renegade.
Well, that's not
this episode this week. The good old Renegade, Sean. Do you remember this growing up?
I do. And I was fooled. I was fooled like the rest of us. But you know what the funny part was? I was fooled that it was going to be the Ultimate Warrior. And when the Renegade came out, I was actually happy because I couldn't stand the Ultimate Warrior. But I realized real quick, there's a lot of people in life that can never say that the Warrior was better than them. But I'll tell you this, the Ultimate Warrior was better than the Renegade. I'll give you that.
Now, listen.
With all due respect and rest in peace.
Yeah. Rick, what was it, Wilson?
Yeah, by the way, Miracle's right. What's fun about this story? That's not nice.
What? No, I actually have enjoyable memories of the Renegade that I'm going to get into.
You know what's fun? Renegade. Everybody was like, whoa, Conrad.
What?
Not cool.
What?
We know the story. There's nothing fun about the story. I think you're being a little bit...
I have a comment that I could say, but I won't be mean. Don't put it on me.
Don't put it on me.
Yeah, don't put it on me. Someone else made that choice, not me. But the Renegade was here. He got an opportunity in World Championship Wrestling. Listen, let's keep it a beat. This goes back. Rick Wilson was a dancer. You could look up what kind of dancing he was doing. I think it was borderline, entertainment, we'll say. And he got an opportunity in pro wrestling. He wanted to make it in pro wrestling. He used to come out with I don't know what you want to call it. He used to come out with an attire that covered barely anything. And he was out there wrestling like the Ultimate Warrior in these streets. And Hulk Hogan gets signed by WCW, dude. We're at MGM Grand, dude. I'm with Mickey Mouse, Eric, Easy-E, dude. We're doing a lot of cool things, man. Pasta Mania's happening, brother, and he needs people to work with. So he calls up all his old friends, Avalanche and Kamala and the Dungeon of Doom and Ming and Haku and Barbarian. Come on in, the water's warm, boys. The Nasty Boys are here now. Hacksaw Jim Duggan's here. Everybody just shows up off the and then they were like, you know what would be great? We need an Ultimate Warrior, but we don't have one because he ain't coming. So we are going to create one because this guy kind of looks like the Ultimate Warrior. And luckily, someone showed Jimmy Hart the pipeline to everything with Hulk Hogan. This gentleman here who became the Renegade. They focused in on this hard. Now, could you say these two things are similar? Take a good look, guys. Are they similar, really?
I mean, they're similar as far as their hair and their face makeup, but they don't look alike, no.
Their wrestling skills about the same, but yes, they
Oh
were
my
both.
god! Oh my god!
Was Warrior that much better than him?
Warrior is better than the Renegade.
How much though?
I mean, if Renegade was a D
how
wrestler,
much is what I asked you, sir?
If Renegade was an F wrestler, I'm not. No, he wasn't an F. If Renegade was a D- wrestler, then Ultimate Warrior was a C- wrestler.
I think they're closer than that, brother.
Okay, fair
We're
enough.
being 100% honest. I'm just talking about in between the ropes.
No, fair enough.
There ain't a lot there.
Fair enough.
He would run out to the ring. He would do all the same things. You know what the difference was, though? They didn't have the formula to make the matches work. Warrior could at least do a couple things all right. Clothesline, splash. This guy was new. He was green. And I don't think WCW did him any favors either. I'm just going to be honest with you.
No, they didn't.
I'm going to be honest. Now, the day did come. He was managed by Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart was trying to teach him some things. Double A Arn Anderson and him are going at it for the television championship.
The prestigious World Television Championship with the Hall of Famer Arn Anderson.
That's right. And he ends up getting the win. Arn Anderson, by the way, had the line. I feel like Dark Side of the Ring now, we were waiting for the line of the week, and Arn Anderson had it. I can't repeat the words that he said, but it started with a D, and he said, yeah, we don't, you're a what dancer? And Arn Anderson was not happy. And I think he was just like, he knows what works. Like in WCW, you can't stink in the ring, man. Like he was just like, he said Paul Orndorff came up to him afterwards, who next week we'll be talking about. And he was like, man, Arn, that sucked. He was like, yeah, I know, Paul. Yeah, I know. It wasn't good.
Speaking of Paul Orndorff, I guess you could say arguably Renegade's most high-profile match at Bash at the Beach. Clearly, Renegade was billed as the babyface. Clearly, Mr. Wonderful was billed as the heel, and the fans cheered. I think that's the only time Paul Orndorff has ever been cheered.
Well, and when he faced Disco Inferno.
Oh, well, Disco Inferno. The great Disco Inferno, by the way.
We're not saying that. I will never say that.
Put some respect on Disco Inferno. He was very entertaining.
Pull up the Cody tweet right now.
Don't get me started. Disco Inferno was
Double
entertaining.
Lifer.
Halloween Havoc, 1998. Don't get me started. Super Brawl, 1998. Don't get me started. Disco versus La Parka. The crowd went crazy. Chartbuster, 1, 2, 3. Disco fever, disco fever, disco fever. Yeah. He's so cocky. He's so cool.
He thought he was in the NWO, and he's a fool.
All right, let's move on.
Enough of this disco foolishness.
So all I'm saying is Super Bowl '98. Am I lying?
That was one of his better moments, we'll say.
Thank you. That's all. Just be fair. That's all.
I listen. I'll give him his props for some of the stuff, but I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like Disco Inferno was that guy either.
I'm not saying he was that guy. I'm saying he's had some good moments.
He was on the same level as Renegade, former television.
No, whoa!
Too far.
Okay, thank you.
It was a joke.
Right.
It was a joke. People, I'm trying. Okay. I gotta laugh at something on this.
I was about to lose my crap when you said that, bro. That was too much. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So Renegade, he becomes the champion, and then they decide to pull the plug. I'm pretty sure if he got over, Hogan would have beat him anyway. Like I think that was the plan. Like I'm going to get my win back at WrestleMania 6.
I thought Hogan and Renegade were together.
They were, but I'm telling you,
you're saying it would have been a manipulation, and okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the leg on this dude, man. He's over. I'm gonna beat him. Hogan got his wins back in all those other companies, man. Maybe Piper he didn't, but for the most part on everyone else, he was getting the wins back. Like, yeah.
Well, he got Warrior back too. He got the real Warrior back. It was just a terrible match.
He got everyone back, is what I'm saying. They showed up there. He was like, "Oh, you're laying down to Hollywood, brother.
Yeah,
you're looking up at the lights. Yep. I run this place, dude." But yeah, I think that's what would have happened with him. And then afterwards with Renegade, they did try to like Jimmy Hart burying him. Like number one, I'm sticking up for him here. Like it wasn't this kid's fault either, though. You didn't really set him up for success.
You're right, Conrad.
you didn't treat him like Goldberg either. You can't have Jimmy Hart saying, "You're nothing, Rick. You're nothing," as he's wiping the R off of his face and then saying, like, "You're never going to be seen or heard from again." And that's kind of what happened. He ends up in tag teams. He ends up doing so many other things. If you watch Nitro at like what, 96, 97, until Warrior gets there and he gets to play his stunt double for a little like scene, the special attraction thing that they did.
Well, you're educating me on that. Is that what happened?
Yeah, he didn't do too much. And he was in there. He was a special attraction. Then Warrior comes actually running out and then makes the move happen. But that was it, man. I just didn't think that they set this guy up. Like, besides Goldberg from the power plant, who from the power plant really, like, who made it?
Here's the thing, Conrad. I'm pretty much piggybacking off your point. All jokes aside, what did Bischoff or whoever else think was going to happen? You build this guy as being Warrior because everybody thought it was the Warrior, right?
Mm-hmm.
He comes out and he's a Warrior impersonator. To me, let me throw something at you, Conrad. What's the difference between the Renegade, God rest his soul, I'm not, right? What's the difference between the Renegade and the phony Diesel and phony Razor from 96 or whatever? What's the difference? Like, the fans went crazy when the phony Razor came out, when Jim Ross brought back Razor Ramon, and it turned out to be the phony Razor. The fans went crazy until they realized it was not him. What did Eric Bischoff think was going to happen when a phony Ultimate Warrior, you build him like it was the Ultimate? See, that's what pisses me off, bro. I'm
They did say it wasn't him when we were kids, by the way. Like, I remember that. They said it's not Ultimate Warrior, even though they kept teasing it. We were thinking it as kids when you saw, like, the shadows, and you're like, that's the Ultimate Warrior. And
right,
it's like,
but again, I don't care what they said, and you're 100% right about that, but I don't care what you say. I am a what? Oh, my God. I'm a 10-year-old kid, and I'm watching a vignette of somebody that looks like the Warrior, right? And I'm like, I don't really like the Warrior, but hey, you know what? This will be cool. Hogan and Warrior together again. And then it's the Renegade. I'm like, who is this guy? But my point is, he was doomed for failure from the start.
Because you never gave him anything either. What was his direction? How was he going to get better?
You gave him something. See, that's why I disagree with you. You gave him something. You gave him the World Television Championship.
No, but I'm saying you didn't give him any like tools to use for his trade.
Okay.
He was working with so many different people. I'm like, dude, he can't. I know you're gonna have him beat people, but he needs to be in there with someone who's gonna teach him.
Thank you, Guy Will Gambit. I'm sure that's why you highlighted the point. Didn't Hogan say it was the ultimate surprise? Well, I mean, what exactly are we doing?
That's why they went on and said it wasn't the Warrior, though, because I think that they were trying to like, it's not the Warrior. So don't expect it, but. They were learning back then what they were trying to do.
Well, this is just before WCW became the biggest thing on the planet for 83 weeks, but they certainly made some mistakes along the way.
Yeah, Miracle, good point. Good point with Jimmy Snuka and his replacement. They tried. Just wasn't. People weren't going for it. He ends up spiraling, I guess, out of control here. He ends up getting removed from WCW's roster. I want to say it was like 98, 99. Mm-hmm. They're like, yeah, we're done with this. He goes out on the indies. His personal life has a bunch of things. I won't even get into it. He spirals out of control, and the Renegade eventually is at home. There's many different stories. If you watch the episode, Sean, which was another thing that you can get into with the whole, did he do it or did something else happen? Was there foul play involved? Because it said he called his ex-wife that week or a few days prior, talking like he wanted to get with her, and then something happened with the girlfriend that he had too. It's just crazy, all of this stuff in the story, but it really makes you feel for the Renegade. And I've always felt that way. Like, I've never had any like ill will towards this guy. Well, I make a joke here and there, but the Renegade I never thought was a bad person. I just think that the Renegade didn't get set up for success in pro wrestling. As far as like wrestling goes, he wasn't a bad person in the ring. He sounded like a nice guy. When Father James Mitchell talked about him, I forgot what his WCW name was. He managed Mortis and all them there. James Van, help me here.
Winkle.
What was it?
Winkle.
It begins with a W, I want to say. Now you're gonna make me look it up.
Well, while you look it up, I want
Vanderberg. That was it. I was close. But yeah, when he said like he talked to him and he was like, the guy said he wasn't making that much money. He said he learned from Hogan and them, but he was always humble. He was never like, yeah, I worked with Hogan in the past, I should be doing this, this, and this. He said he was disappointed, but he never was like, I don't need to learn anything from you. Who are you? You know, I worked with Hogan. He said he didn't act like that. And I thought that was an impressive like trait for someone to have.
Look, I mean, we make fun of the Renegade because the Renegade should be made fun of, but as a character and what they did with him. But, you know, Richard L. Wilson, we don't make fun of him because he's a man, you know, and we you know, it's a shame that somebody would unfortunately lose their life, whatever the situation was, because we don't know. Look, I'm a mental health counselor by trade, you know, master's level. I looked and read and did a million things about stuff like this. The brother was hurting, man, because he was probably, you got to think, when you're promised the world and then you have nothing,
you fall short of the expectations.
Oh man, it becomes a really big albatross, and I feel bad for the brother. Again, the Renegade as a character, it's a joke, but Richard Wilson, I feel very sorry for. I mean, God rest his soul, man.
Yeah, I think about too. We always talk about like the 90s, right? In pro wrestling, and like, oh, it was so much fun in the Attitude Era, yada, 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 right? The 90s aren't really like seen fully taking off until later. Like the peak 90s of pro wrestling that we're talking about, it's probably really like 96 up. There's 5 years prior to that people don't think about. We're talking Renegade trying to do stuff over again. Goldberg might be the only success that tried to act like somebody and be a little different, and it worked.
Yeah.
With Steve Austin. Like, that one they got. I don't know how it worked. Maybe people were just like, oh, that's cool. But it worked. But for the most part, when you try to do stuff, think of the 90s, Sean. What else was there? 93 to 95 are some of the toughest years, I think, to watch. And, I mean, I like 94, but 93 and 95 are tough years to watch. And
93 to 95, you have Ric Flair. You have Sting.
Steamboat, maybe, if you could.
I'm not going to list Hogan because I don't think 93 to 95 was Hogan's best work.
Bret Hart.
You have Bret Hart. You have HBK.
Shawn Michaels. Razor.
Yep. Diesel.
PJ Walker.
Skip.
Zip. they were trying. ECW was good. ECW probably
ECW was great.
Yeah. Public Enemy, baby. But yeah, they were trying to get some stuff over, man, and some of it worked, some of it didn't. They were goofy. The Gobbledygooker, you had what else am I thinking of from that time?
Quang.
SGT Slaughter, as the kids are saying nowadays. Yeah.
Duke the Dumpster Drossy.
I don't even speak his name. Don't Google him, kids.
He's got some things about
the TL Hopper, the Goon. Doink could have worked, I think. But
Doink could have worked. They fumbled Doink.
Techno Team 2000. Like, you had a lot of goofiness going on.
Max Moon.
I like Max Moon a little bit, though. He's taking on Shawn Michaels tonight. Is that Paul Diamond?
Yo, he had a shot at the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. Max Moon.
You think it would have been better if it was the original person who was supposed to play him? You know who that was, right?
I don't.
Conan.
Oh, wow.
That was Conan's gimmick. He did it for a little bit, and then he must have made someone mad. Wow. And then he's probably thanking his lucky stars that VKM ain't there no more, or Gomez, because he would have probably been like, nah, you made me mad. I did like Adam Bomb. Adam Bomb was dope.
Well, Adam Bomb had potential.
Dude, I wanted one of those little footballs. That's it. Just throwing us.
Destruction.
But yeah, there was a lot of things. It took a while for it to get off, man. But Dark Side of the Ring, this was one of those true like episodes of Dark Side of the Ring. And it sucks when it always ends in like someone lost their life. But I do enjoy the episodes of the show. Like, I think I love that they're educating people, because I think this is going to sound like me being an older wrestling fan at this point, but I like when people learn these stories and get to know, like, we talked about Dory Funk today. We talked about this stuff. Some of the current stuff, you saw how I felt about it, right? Like, yeah, okay, whatever. I couldn't get into it, but Dark Side of the Ring should be good. Next week, Paul Orndorff, Sean. I think you'll love that one.
I
That
mean,
one's going to be all over the place.
They better highlight the fact that he was the backup plan for Andre at WrestleMania 3. They better.
We better be talking about Pretty Wonderful. That's what I want to hear about.
Yo, shout out to Clown. He was talking about Johnny Polo. You know, we really need to have more respect for, and this is going to sound like I'm joking, I'm being very serious. One of the greatest tag teams of the early 90s, the Quebecers. See, everybody laughs when I say that. The Quebecers were good, man.
They were. I liked them.
They really were good.
I liked their match with Brett and Owen.
They were good.
Really good. Yeah, the Steiners.
We're like the Mountie.
Was that their song too? Did they use
That's what I'm saying. Listen. Pay close attention. We're like the Mountie. We're handsome. We're brave. We're strong. They just remixed it. It was great.
Yo, MJB, one day we may have to do like a who did you like that most people didn't like? I did like Earthquake and Typhoon. I did like the Natural Disasters too. I'm not gonna lie.
The Natural Disasters were good, but they weren't as good as like the Legion. They were never like on that.
No.
You know who I liked low key?
Beverly Brothers.
I did. I really did.
It was. The
I don't know how did you guess that?
I don't know. I just thought Beverly Brothers. As soon as I said Earthquake, and I'm like, who did they face?
I like them, and it's a good. You're really good on your feet because I was thinking when they lost the tag team title match at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Find out for every Mountie reference and give it to charity.
Hey, listen, I'm serious. Yo, go back to it's obviously 93, but it was an episode of Monday Night Raw, and the match was the Steiner brothers defending the WWF championships against the Quebecers in a province of Quebec rules match.
No, I hate that match.
That was great. And the stipulation is that you can lose the title via disqualification. And I remember
the stomach.
I remember when Scott Steiner, like the moron that he is. By the way, did you not read the Quebec rule book? You can lose it by DQ, goofball. Everybody thought Rick Steiner was the crazy one. Clearly, Scott lost his mind too, right? He takes out that hockey stick, and Bobby the Brain, God rest his soul, Bobby the Brain on commentary, it was like he was figuring it out. He was like, McMahon, do you know what this means? And Howard Finkel says, the winner of this match by disqualification and new world record, and they played it. Now I went crazy. I was like, I love these guys. These guys are great.
Boo these guys.
Yeah.
I like their feud with Money Inc. We won't mention when WWF was in like high school gyms back then. You know, the stuff that they make fun of people for now.
Yep.
Funny, huh? Funny how times change. Get too big for your britches, but gotta find the fun in wrestling with some of it, man. Sure. Yeah, I know I was complaining about stuff earlier, but they're like I said, I thought WWE did have an okay TV week this week. It was better than usual. And they're trying to come up with some better
weeks. It wasn't anything spectacular, but it was one of the better weeks WWE's had in a long time.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We got Raw coming up tonight. You guys are going to get ready to watch. You got 5 minutes here, man. Sean, it's that time, brother. Take us out, man.
Listen, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being a part of the show. We appreciate it. A part of the show. Notice what I said, a part of the show. Without the chat, the show doesn't pop. So we thank each and every one of you. Of course, I want to give a big thanks to my good friend, my brother Conrad Cushman, for co-hosting this show, this fantastic show that we co-host together. We're going to continue the momentum going. Big programming notes. Obviously, you know where to be on Wednesday nights, right here on the Everything Pro Wrestling channel. Conrad and my guy Derek, as they bring you AEW Dynamite Review. This Thursday night, Hubbonomics. The subject of this week's Hubbonomics. What was your favorite version of D-Generation X? Did you like HBK and Triple H? Did you like the New Age Outlaws? Did you like the revamped version in 2006, 2009?
Hornswoggle.
That was terrible. But all that and more this week on Hubbonomics. And for those that might be wondering, for about 2 weeks from now on Hubbonomics, Nation of Domination. But first we go through DX, then we get to the Nation. So a lot of good stuff coming up. So once again, AEW review, Conrad and my guy Derek right here on the EPW channel this coming Wednesday. Hubbernomics Degeneration X this coming Thursday. And, of course, right back here. Miracle, I got you. 2 weeks, Nation. This week, DX. We're going to talk about that and a whole lot more. And we're going to be right back here next Monday night, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time, God willing, for episode 207. Share the show. Like the show. Tell a friend to tell a friend. That's how we grow. We appreciate you. Until next time, God bless. Be encouraged. Evil never prevails. Later.